Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, I just wanted to talk about something that's honestly been on my mind a lot. While I play here in this world we started together, I'm thinking about why it's so hard to love yourself. I don't know if you've ever felt like this too, but I've spent so many years thinking there was something wrong with me. Like, no matter how hard I tried, I never felt like I was enough. When I was younger, I used to think, maybe I just wasn't someone worth loving. I hated myself in every way possible. I thought that I deserved nothing but the worst. Especially in middle school, when I got called ugly a lot. People said things that stuck with me way longer than I thought they would. I'd look in the mirror and feel like I was seeing every flaw that anyone had ever pointed out. And even now, sometimes those thoughts come back. They sneak up when I least expect them, like a little voice saying, I'm not good enough, or that I'll never be the person I want to be. If you've ever felt that way, I want you to know you're definitely not alone. It's almost like we get taught to pick ourselves apart before we learn how to appreciate anything. I think part of why it's so hard to love yourself is because the world makes it seem like you have to earn that love. Like you have to be a certain way, look a certain way, achieve something big before you deserve it. But that's not true. You deserve love just for being here, for trying, for existing, even if you don't feel like you've done enough. For me, learning to love myself has been this slow, awkward process. Some days I feel like I've made progress, and other days I feel like I'm right back where I started. But one thing I've realized is that self love doesn't have to look perfect. It doesn't have to mean you wake up every day thinking you're amazing. Sometimes it just means being a little kinder to yourself than you were yesterday. I started trying to notice the little things I appreciate about myself, like how I'm always willing to learn new things, or how I'm trying even if I mess up a lot. That's something I never really gave myself credit for before. I was so focused on all the ways I felt behind or less than other people that I didn't see any of the good parts. If you're watching this right now and you've been struggling to see anything good in yourself, maybe try thinking about one thing you do like. It doesn't have to be huge. It could be that you're patient with friends, or you make people laugh, or you care about learning and growing. Sometimes those small things are what end up making the biggest difference. Another thing that helps me when I'm feeling like I'm not enough is just stepping away from everything for a while. Sometimes I'll put on music and let myself feel whatever I'm feeling, or I'll go outside and play some basketball. Just doing something simple that reminds me I'm still here, still moving forward, even if it doesn't feel like in the moment. I don't think self love is a finish line you cross. I think it's more like a practice. Some days you'll be better at it, and some days you won't, and that's okay. It's also okay to admit you're hurting. For a long time, I thought if I pretended I was confident, the pain would go away. But it didn't. It just made me feel more alone. I thought if I ignored all the memories of being called ugly or not good enough, they'd eventually fade. But sometimes they come back. And I've realized that's just a part of healing. Acknowledging the parts of yourself that hurt without letting them define who you are. If you've ever told yourself you're unlovable, I want you to know that's a lie. Even if you don't believe it right now, you're allowed to love yourself, even if you're not where you want to be yet. You're allowed to show yourself patience and compassion, the same way you would with someone you care about. Sometimes, I think about how different life would be if we all treated ourselves like we treat our best friends. If we gave ourselves the same encouragement, the same understanding. If we didn't expect perfection, but instead valued the effort. So if you're feeling like you're failing, or like you'll never be good enough, I hope you'll take a second to remind yourself that you are trying. You've survived everything that has been thrown your way so far. That matters more than you probably give yourself credit for. And if you ever feel like you don't deserve love, I hope you'll remember that loving yourself isn't about earning it. It's about deciding you are worthy of kindness, even on your worst days. I know it's not easy. I still have moments where I look at myself and all the old thoughts come back. But over time, I've started to see that those thoughts aren't the truth. They're just echoes of the past. And every day, I keep going. Every day, I try again. They lose a little bit of their power. If you're watching this, maybe you needed to hear that today. Maybe you needed someone to remind you that you don't have to have it all figured out to be worthy of love. Before I end this video, I just want to say, please be patient with yourself. Healing and self-love take time. It's okay to move slowly. It's okay to have setbacks. What matters is that you keep trying. But before I finish, I would like to thank you all for the support you've shown. Your comments, messages, and just knowing someone's out there listening, it means more than I could say. And here are some comments that really stuck with me. If you've ever felt alone, just know there's a community here and you're not by yourself. So, as I finish up here, I want to leave you with one thought. Love yourself no matter what, even if you don't think you deserve love. Showing yourself even a little bit of compassion builds your confidence. It challenges that mindset that says you're ugly or worthless or broken. You're none of those things. You're a human being doing your best, and that's always enough. Thanks for spending this time with me today. If you ever feel alone in what you're going through, know you have at least one person in your corner. Keep going. You matter more than you realize. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself. You deserve it.